When the days were completed for their purification according to the law of Moses, they took him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. When they had fulfilled the prescriptions of the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee, to their own town of Nazareth. The child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. My dear friends, the good news of our salvation.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I read the shorter version of the Gospel, which shows us two important places where Jesus lived. May dalawang importanteng lugar sa buhay ni Jesus. Nazareth, where he grew up, and Jerusalem, where he fulfilled his mission. Nazareth is the place where Jesus became a young boy, was born and grew and was nourished, and Jerusalem, where he experienced the challenge to express his own convictions and his own mission in life. In Nazareth, as a little child, he experienced a lot of expressions of affection. In Jerusalem, he experienced his own call to mission. First, Nazareth. Nazareth is our comfort zone, where we grew up. Our own home, where we feel the experience of well-being, where Jesus grew and became strong and found favor with God. We have our own Nazareth. Tayong lahat, mayroon tayong Nazareth. I notice, maraming umuwi ngayong holiday. Marami po yung umuwi, hindi lang from abroad, iba from Manila, kung saan nagtatrabaho. Marami pong family reunion. Marami pong mga class reunion, batchmates, friends, most importantly, our families. Kung saan tayo lumaki, kung saan tayo nakaranas ng unang pagmamahal sa mga magulang at kaibigan at pamilya, yun ang ating Nazareth. It is the place where our character was formed. Napansin ko po, ito yung lugar na you don't have to be another person. Di ba sa trabaho, they call you ma'am, they call you sir, they call you manager, supervisor, architect, engineer, doc. They call you your title, father, sir, ma'am. You have a position, some kind of a title that you have to act according to that function. But at home, you are just who you are. Sa bahay, at sa lugar na saan tayo nagtatrabaho, kung saan hindi man pareho yung pangalan natin. Kung minsan, sa opisina, ang tawag sa iyo, Ma'am Maria Teresa. Sa bahay, Tekla. Sometimes, mga lalaki, they call you Sir Jerry. Huh? Sa bahay, Imo, Jeronimo. That is your name at home. This lunchtime, may bisita kaming galing sa Amerika na umuwi with the husband niya na Kapampangan. She was surprised na yung mga pangalan natin, may second name tayo. Yung second name natin, other than the formal school name, meron tayong pangalang pangbahay. Pangalang pang kaibigan. Walang title. How they knew you before your titles. And that is when you hear that, you feel at home. They do not consider you according to your function. Only for you as your person. Ang tawag natin yon, comfort name. Kung meron tayong comfort food, it is because that is where we grew up. How we were nourished. Our soul is at home with this kind of food, with this name, and with this situation. We need that. We call that our Nazareth. Maybe Jesus did not only grow with Mary and Joseph. Maybe Jesus also grew with Santa Ana and San Joaquin, his lolo and lola. And maybe also with a wider neighborhood, his Nazareth, where his formation of his character was established. Sa Africa, may expression, it takes a village to raise a child. Hindi lang mabuting ina, at mabuting ama, isang mabuting pamayanan at komunidad. Naranasan nyo na ba yung kagaya ngayon, we have a very long holiday, no? Naranasan nyo ba yung hindi ka nagmamadali pagkagising? Yung gigising kang walang alarm clock? Yung hindi ka nagmamadali at mayroong service, may schedule, may appointment, yung wala lang, gigising ka sa gusto mong oras. Ang sarap no, no? Paminsan-minsan. Tapos mag-aanmusal ka, yung t-shirt mo may butas dito. Tapos nakachinelas ka, yung hiniram mo lang yung chinelas mo, hindi mo alam kung kanino sinulot mo chinelas. Tapos kakain ka, yung buhok mo nakatayo pang ganon. Tapos yung paa mo nakataas pang ganon. Tapos kumakain ka, yung tawag dan slow food. Di ba uso ngayon, fast food? Sa Nazareth, sa mga bahay natin, tawag slow food. Where you could really just be one. At yung kamay natin talagang literally, no? We are eating with an experience of comfort in our own homes. This would nourish our souls. Would nourish our own experience of being together. This is a very long holiday. I hope we do not only use it going out from one place to another, to gather our families and to experience the nourishing presence of family at home, our Nazareth. This is where we experience affection and intimacy. Napansin ko sa mga bata, kung minsan magaling sila. Nag-aaral sa mga magagandang school. Marami silang memorize. Magaling sila sa technology. But one thing that could also help them to become better persons is they know how to express affection. They know how to express their love. Minsan po nakwento ko na yata, mayroong isang nanay, very successful siyang medical doctor. Ano po siya? Surgeon po siya. Bihira lang po yung mga surgeon na kapampangan siya. Nagtatrabaho po siya sa Manila. Very, very busy po siya as a mother. No, as a doctor. Yan, talagang always on the go. Kasi yung mga surgeons, early in the morning yung surgery, kung minsan late evening, kung kailangan, emergency. And then, siya mismo nagkasakit. Nagkasakit siya. At yung sakit niya po, cancer. She has to stay home, nag-chemotherapy siya, nag-cobalt siya, maraming bumibisita sa kanya, mga colleagues niya, mga doctors, mga kasama niya sa hospital, mga kaklase niya, mga bisita from Pampanga. Pero sabi niya dun sa kaibigan niya ng bumisita na taga Pampanga, sabi niya, you know, now that I am at home, I feel I'm a failure to my children. Sabi nitong famous Philippine Kapampangan surgeon. Why? Sabi ng kaibigan niya. Kasi my children, even if I am sick, they just go on with their normal task. Uwi sila, kakain, gagawa ng lessons, manonood ng TV, matutulog, early morning, magsha-shower, breakfast, aalis na. They do not even visit me. They do not even ask, Mommy, how are you? Mommy, I brought you sabaw. Mommy, may I massage your head if it is painful? Mommy, may I stay with you tonight? They never visited me. Sabi nitong doktora, I feel this is what I have been doing to them. Kasi pag may lagnat sila, care of yaya. But mas mataas yung lagnat nila, dadala ko sila sa hospital ko, care of nurse. And now I feel what would make me fulfilled as a mother is to allow my children to know how to express affection. I feel they must be loving, but they don't know how. Jesus was nourished not only physically, not only intellectually, or not even spiritually only, but he knew how to express his love, his affection and intimacy to his immediate family and later on to the rest that he served. Let our holidays be experience of joyful experience of Nazareth. And yet, let our life not be limited with our own Nazareth, our own comfort homes. Let us go and move towards our Jerusalem. What is Jerusalem? Jerusalem is the experience of going beyond our own homes. Jerusalem as a sense of mission that amazed us to interact with other people outside our families, to interact with people who are not familiar with us. Jesus was brought to Jerusalem even when he was young. Jesus was presented to the temple in Jerusalem to see the place and the house of his father, from their house in Nazareth to the house of the Father in the temple in Jerusalem. In fact, even Jesus was lost in the temple. Sometimes when our children, we allow them to face the world, there's that risk that for them they'll be lost. They will be hurt o magkamali din sila. But there is no other way. We could keep our children comfortable in their homes, but the real calling of successful parenting is to be able to allow our children to meet their own mission and purpose in life. That they would seek their own identity. They could seek and discover their own mission, a niche where they can make a difference to others. Otherwise, you lose your children, not only physically, but you lose their love and sense of direction. Meron pong sinabi si Bishop Ambo. Sabi niya, kumisan yung mga mayayaman na magulang o mga magulang na Pinoy, ginagawang Barbie doll yung mga anak nila. Alam niyo po yung Barbie doll? Yung Barbie doll, yung parating may magandang damit, may magandang accessories, but they are kept at home. Kumisan, pwedeng mga lalaki, ginagawa nating toy soldiers. They have all the gadgets, they have all the stuff that they need, but they are not allowed to go to the real Jerusalem in life, to take the real risk, because we are so afraid for them. Alam niyo po, hindi ako masyadong believe sa mga Amerikano pagdating sa family. But there's something that I also admire in the Americans and the Western families. Sa mga Europeans po at saka sa mga Americans, pag 18 na o 21 yung bata, pag natapos na ng college, without saying it, children know they have to go on and move on and go outside their own comfort homes to leave their Nazareth and to meet their Jerusalem. That is the only way. But sometimes we are so afraid for them. That's part of it. But we have to allow them to meet their own calling. Jesus was lost in the temple only to discover the house of his Father, his own mission, his own calling. Did you know that I must be in my Father's house? Sabi nung hinahanap ni Maria at ni Jose. Then they realize their son has a mission greater than and beyond Nazareth. I believe in both places there is love. Kumisan, pwede kasing very strong yung personality natin na we stop them from meeting their calling. May kukwento po ako, no? This happened around 15 years ago, a long time ago. Medyo bagong pari pa po ako noon. Mayroon po isang mother, ang lakas ng personality. Ako po, malakas na yung personality ko, pero sa kanya parang medyo natatalo yung powers ko. Ang lakas ng personality niya sa mga anak niya. She decides everything for their children. Pati yung kasal, parang siya rin ang lahat ng may kumpas kung ano lahat. No? Pati yung mga invitation and everything. I'll show you kung paano kalakas yung personality niya. No? How she could intrude even to the most private part of the life and personal life of other people. Pinag-confess niya po yung mga anak niya sa opisina ko minsan. Nagpa-appointment siya, Father, pwede po mag-confess yung mga anak ko at pamilya namin ngayong Holy Week? Opo, sure. Sabi, I was so touched. No? Biro mo, confession, lahat ng anak niya. Yung mga anak niya, college and high school, mga dalaga na at binata. So, by appointment po yun. So, whole afternoon, nagpapa-confess ako sa mga bata. Tapos, pinakahuli po si Mother. Actually, pati yung tatay nag-confess. No? Pinakahuling, Mother. Sabi ko, the name Father, Son, Holy. When was your last confession? Sabi niya, no, Father, I will not confess. I just came here to ask kung ano yung sinabi sa inyo yung mga anak ko at asawa ko. I want to know their secret kasi di nila sinasabi sa akin. You know, I was so surprised and taken aback by that assumption that she could ask me what their children confess to me. How dare? You know, sabi ko, alam niyo po, kahit tatawagan niyo po yung arsobispo, hindi ko po sasabihin kung ano sinabi ng mga anak niyo. Kahit patawag niyo po yung Santo Papa, I will not dare say what your children confess through my ministry. That is my solemn vow. I'm sorry po, ma'am. I'm sorry. Nakita ko yung mukha niya. She was not very happy with my answer because I turned her down. You know, ang laki-laki ng bahay nila dito sa Pampanga. Meron silang yaya, meron silang driver, meron silang naglilinis ng bahay, iba pa yung naglalaba, iba pa yung mga naghahatid sa kanila sa school. Pero lahat ng mga anak nila po ngayon nasa Amerika. Yung iba nasa Canada. Minsan napasyalan ko po sa Canada, yung isa. Alam niyo po yung lalaki, nagtatrabaho po sa restaurant, waiter. Yung wife niya, tatrabaho sa hotel. And they are very happy na small apartment. Silang naglalaba, silang nagdadrive, silang naghatid sa mga anak nila sa bahay, silang nagluluto, lahat. Na very small apartment. I never even ask them why they have to go through that. Ang sarap-sarap ng buhay nila dito. Because I understood, these children had to meet their own Jerusalem in life. It is comfortable to be in Nazareth, but for the children, they knew they have a calling far beyond the comforts of their home. And yet, my dear friends, I pray that we experience our love at home when we go home. Lalo na ngayon, sa mga matatandang bahay natin, kay lolo, kay lola, kina tito, tita, sa mga kapatid. Nourish yourself with much affection because we need it. Kahit po ako, it's very nourishing for me to be home, to be with close friends, to be with classmates, just to be who I am. Our soul need that. But I also pray that in our own Jerusalem, we will be strengthened by our vacation, by our visiting of our own Nazareths. I pray that we experience great love when we are at home, and we also experience great love, greater love, stronger love, deeper bond when we are not together anymore. Pagbabalik na sa school yung mga bata, pagbabalik na sa abroad si kuya, magbabalik na sa Manila si tatay, magtatrabaho na si mama, mag-aaral na yung magkakaklase, magkakaibigan. When we are not together anymore and we are facing our Jerusalem, that is the time we really experience the strong bond of love. I just want to end with some images. Alam niyo po, we have a lot of images that Jesus was with Mary and Mary was with Jesus. Halimbawa, itong feast natin ngayon, Holy Family, the Belen. Jesus is the midst of Joseph and Mary. Kung nagnonovena po kayo dito pag Wednesday, meron pong image si Mother of Perpetual Help at nasa kanyang bosom, kanyang kamay, kanyang embrace, si Jesus. Many of the images of the Madonna, the mother is always with Jesus. Ang tawag po dyan, mga Nazareth images of Jesus with Mary. Pero that is a lot of love, isn't it? Pero you know, there is also greater love in Mary to Jesus when she was no longer with her, literally. When Jesus was fulfilling her mission. Naalala ko po yung movie. Alam niyo po yung movie ni Mel Gibson, When Jesus Was Crucified. Ano nga yung title nun? Passion of the Christ. You know, in that movie, medyo gory po ng konti. Mabigat po sa yung parang violent ng konti. Pero you know, I noticed in that movie, the very strong expression of love was when Mary was from a distance seeing her son suffer. When Jesus was being scourged at the pillar, and Mary was not looking and could not dare to look. But when she hears her son being scourged, you could see the pain in her face and the great love she has for her son. When Jesus was carrying the cross and he fell down, the memories, the images when Jesus was running and then nadapa po siya and then Mary was there to pick her up. And then this time she cannot do it anymore because Jesus is already a man fulfilling his own calling and mission. You could see so much love in the mother. Not because she is there to help her, because she knew her son is there to fulfill his mission and vocation to save us. My dear friends, we celebrate our life as we go home today in these coming days in our own Nazareth. Let us also pray for one another that we will be strengthened in our love and deeper in our love when we are not together anymore, when we are working back to our own calling, because it is still a continuation of the deeper love that we experience in our homes, in our families. We celebrate the Holy Family together and when they are on their own. I pray that we will experience this wonderful experience of love in our Nazareth and more so in our Jerusalems. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit